Hey guys, it is Dan aka Profitable, and I am here back with my week 3 and 4 matches for the UBC. Adam, please don't hate me. So my week 3 match is against Eric. I think he was turn 1 at this point and has quite a scary team. He has a Mega God of War, he has a Starmie, he has a Durant. I don't have switches to two of them. He also has a Nihilego. I don't really have switches to that properly. He has a Celesteela, which is something which is an absolute pain for my team, and he has a Crocodile. Looking at his team matchup, I can't believe that I didn't bring Zard. But he's got a Scarf Nihilego and a Crocodile, which both kind of check it. But we know he's got a Scarf Nihilego, so I'm going to go over my team pretty quickly. I have a Scarf Fundy basically outspeeds his entire team, and with Volt Switch Thunderbolt, I think I have Blast Knot or Focus Blast, something to hit the Crook, and something to basically I have HP Ground and I have Sludge Wave. Don't have anything to hit. No, I do have something to hit the Crook. I have Focus Blast because I don't have. I have 4 moves. I know one of them is HP Ground. I know 2 of them are Thunderbolt. I can't remember what 4th move was. It's either something to hit the Crook, or it's something to hit the. I think it's something to hit the Crook and not hit the what's it called? God of War, because I have all stuff to God of War. I have a Pyappa Berry, fairly speedy, Leech Seed Spikes, Sludge Bomb, Dual Stab, what's it called? Roserade. Basically, this thing is kind of supposed to lure the God of War. I kind of should have brought HP Fire on this. Didn't expect it to bring both his steel types, but kind of limits its usefulness. Basically brought the stuff which I didn't want it to bring for this thing to put in work. I'm going to have an AV Diggsby because AV Diggsby is a really good set, and I keep on bringing it, and I am leaning on it a lot. I have Fire Punch to hit to break the Celesteela. I have U-Turn, I have Earthquake, and I have Quick Attack. It's just coverage and momentum, and yeah, it does what it needs to. I then have a bulky 4 attacks Choppleberry Snorlax, which is basically supposed to be my special ball / sponge up on my Diggsby. This has Pursuit, Heavy Slam, Body Slam, and Fire Punch. Fire Punch is there so that I'm not complete setup fodder for a Durant or a Celesteela. Pursuit is there to potentially trap the Starmie as well as the Mega Guard. Heavy Slam is there for Mega Guard. I have a Choppleberry to basically potentially live a hit from the Durant or live a Focus Blast from the Mega Guard and basically revenge it. A lot of Fizz Death on this, so that I can kind of take side shots and stuff like that. Then have a Sugarberry Cabalion with Rocks, Volt Switch, and then I think just Dual Stab, potentially. I might not have Volt Switch. Don't think I have Volt Switch. No, I have Close Combat. That's it. Rocks, SD, Dual Stab. This thing does quite well against his team offensively. If I can get up an SD, I can basically run train through a lot of it. Apart from the Starmie, but it is what it is. And finally, I have a Tapu Fini with Nature's Madness. Basically a Stallbreaker set, Taunt, Nature's Madness, Protect, and then I have Moonblast, I believe. Moonblast or Surf? Moonblast, yeah. But yeah, this thing kind of Stallbreaks his team. I wasn't really sure what to bring in this last slot because the matchup here was not good for me. But yeah, let's hop into this. I really did it, and he has approval. I want to get my rocks, so I lead off with my Cabalion as he leads off with Crook. I don't really. Yeah, basically, you see me click Close Combat turn 1. I know I live any hit because I have a Sugarberry, and unfortunately for him, he gets crit. I took KO regardless, but I didn't kill. So unfortunately, he would have got rocks up here, which kind of changes where I have to play late game. But that's annoying for him, particularly turn 1. Yeah, that's just how it is. He goes up to Starmie. I'm not staying in because I want to keep this thing alive, so I can go to my Java. Analytic boosted Life Orb Side Shock does a lot more than remembered it would do. But I get a pursuit here, and here I don't want to stay in because seeds are going to be recovering so much. As I can go into my secure, I think he's going to put up seeds, but no, he doesn't. So I can go into my Palpatine because rocks aren't up. I can take the hit pretty comfortably and bolt switch out. Basically, to scare him out. I can go to my Cody at this point, and here I may as well get rocks up because this thing, now that it's got seeds up, I basically need to leave it minus a sub, which I can do with this, so because close combat breaks for sub, and flamethrower will kill me off, and I can go out into my Fundy to scare him off. Actually, no, I didn't have Taunt, I had Defog, sorry, I had Defog of my, what's his name? But yeah, I scare out the Celestealer. The Celestealer is a massive pain in the ass. I can go into my... Yeah, sorry. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't have time to re-record this, so I'm just going to skip back to where we were. Yay! Yeah, so he goes out to the Lego because it eats anything, and there was no way I was clicking it to be ground there. I can go into my Digsby to eat whatever hit, as he makes a nice pivot out into Duran to pressure my team. I don't want to take a move, I don't want to lose all my health from my Digsby when it's my best check to what's his name. So I go into this. I then click Protect because I'm kind of afraid of Thunderfang. As he proceeds to go out into Starmie, trying to sack it, but gets to recover up. And yeah, here I kind of predict him to either carry on recovering or spin. Thankfully I get that right, and thankfully rocks aren't up because otherwise I would have stayed in normal default. But yeah, rocks are gone, and here we have here he goes into his this thing, and I don't have a switch in, so Type of Feed is going down. It's done its job. But yeah, I can go into Jabba and I can click Body Slam just to get off damage on something, potentially paralyse. Celestealer if it comes in. He's going to try and sub up here. I'm just going to Fire Punch. I can't let him have a free sub. Absolutely cannot. Particularly because I was an idiot and didn't bring HP Fire Roserade, which is not the best prep I've ever done. He cleverly gets this thing, but also this gives a completely free switch to my Chewie. Like, even if he's HP Dice, it does nothing. Earthquake kills it off. And here I can just click Fire Punch as he goes into a Celestealer because I'm not messing around with this thing. I don't know why he went to Celestealer or not Durant. I think I was in range just about to live because he wasn't banded based on other damage. But yeah, this thing goes down with a load of Fire Punches, and now it's basically when Manika Lego went down, it was Fundy cleared up. But yeah, he misses an Iron Head, which sucks for differential for him, but it didn't matter for the overall game. The crit turn 1 was quite big and changed for when I had to play, which is bad for him and it's annoying. But yeah, I still won because hacks. I always bring 7 Pokemon, and the 7th one is hacks. So week 4, I'm playing as Tom of GBA fame. Yes, I made it big time. He has a team of Megalopony, Latias, Excadrill, Milotech, Volcarona, Miltank, and some other mons which I weren't really that afraid of. Basically, the first 5 mons I knew were coming, and then it was maybe a grass type instead of that. But yeah, it was basically I can't remember what he was potentially going to bring instead of Miltank, but it makes sense. It's a pretty good Zard check. But yeah, I was not unsurprised by the team composition. Volcarona is a massive threat, and I have had to prep a lot to deal with it. He also has an Excadrill, which is annoying for me. He also has a Megalopony, which is annoying for me. Now you may be realising that I have I don't have a Cavalion and a Roserade anymore. Well, that's because I dropped them for Gorgeist and Terrakion. I also dropped some other mons and picked up Broken Wash. Stuff like Articuno and Regirock, which I was never going to bring. This is the only match I was considering bringing Regirock in, but if I could have Terrakion, which matches up way better, then I thought I'd just do that. Gorgeist is a big thing for me. Once this thing goes down, I don't really have defensive checks to the Lopunny and the Excadrill, so every time they come in, something dies. Volcarona, I have a Spadef Zard for. I also have a Scarf Terrakion to revenge it, so I have ways of dealing with it just about. Why don't I actually just go into my team? Right, I have Scarf Terrakion, as I've said. I do have rocks on it, you know, just in case I get the opportunity. I then have Dual Stab with Stone Edge and Rock Slide. Stone Edge in case I need the damage against something, and Rock Slide because I don't like missing. I then have a Dual Dance Diggersby with Earthquake and Quick Attack, SD and Agility, Life Orb. Basically, +2 Quick Attack does a lot to his team, like a lot. It kills Volcarona just from full. +2 Earthquake also breaks a marble scale melodic. It does a lot. Low punny if there's any kind of chip on it. +2 quick attack kills. So yeah, this thing is basically to come in late game and clean up. I then have a Tapu Fini with Taunt, Calm Mind, Moonblast and Surf. This thing, if I can set up a little bit, can just run through his team. It's really good against his team. I have a Rindoberry because he has a Volcarona, and this is the most obvious Volcarona check in the world, other than Terrakion. So yeah, Taunt lets me set up completely on the Melotech. It cannot do anything against me. I mean, it's complete setup fodder. It's also nice against stuff like the Miltank, so Disband and Recover, and then Moonblast and Surf is the only coverage I need. If I get a couple of Carmines up, I can basically get a couple of kills before you can sack enough, because you'll have to sack a load of mobs to take me on. I have enough speed as well for an Adamant Excadrill. I then have Bulk Up Thunderous with Fighting EMZ Bulk Up / Superpower, because this is the one Fundy set which just runs through his team. It's the only Fundy set which beats Latias or which reliably beats Latias and Excadrill. Also, if I get to +1, it makes me harder to revenge my Mega Lopunny, which would otherwise just revenge me. Consider bringing sub Nasty Plot, but trying to get the sub up would just be nearly impossible. But yeah, then Thunder Punch and another move, I can't remember what it is. Knockoff, that's it. Knockoff is for the Latias, because Knockoff is good. I then have a Uncleberry defensive Gorgeist with Rock Slide. Yeah. Leech Seed, Siege Bomb, I believe, and Synthesis. The aim of this is to check. Oh no, it's not Will-O-Wisp. I have Will-O-Wisp on Zard. The aim of this is just to check things, like that Excadrill, like that. Oh no, I have Foul Play. I think Foul Play, yeah, because that stops me from being SD fodder for a drill. It's basically here to check the Lopunny and the drill, because I don't have great ways of dealing with that defensively otherwise, other than Luciana, but Luciana kind of doesn't do particularly well against the rest of his team. I don't have a Zard. It's Spadef with an impish nature, yes, really. This is because Giga Drain, what's his name? Giga Drain Volcarona does break my other Volcarona answers. If it sets up enough, it doesn't break Spadef Zard, unless he's got HP Ground. And the issue is, if he's got HP Ground, he's missing out on some other coverage. So it makes it difficult for him to deal with. I then have Flare Blitz kills. I have Will-O-Wisp, I have Dragon Dance, I have Roost and Knife. No, I don't have Dragon Dance. Sorry, I have Dual Stab, Will-O-Wisp, Roost, and yeah, this thing is good against his team. It's a nice, can take a hit from a Lopunny. It can potentially take a hit from a non-Life Orb Drill, and it just basically it's the best answer, it's the best Verona answer I have, and I couldn't think of anything else better to deal with this team. So yeah, let's hop into this. I'm going to lead off with that Charizard because it deals with a lot of stuff, and I want to get my Mega off early so that I don't die to rocks, because I don't have Husbandry from this team. I'm going to click a Will-O-Wisp, which is nice as I catch the Miltank on the switch in, which I kind of expected to be his answer. That basically guarantees me he's not sap simple. I can go out to my Palpatine as he sets some Sandstorm, and I know he can't do anything to me. So I can set up a nice free bulk up as he goes into his Latias, and the Sandstorm puts him potentially in range of a knockoff. I don't know exactly what his head is, so I don't know what the roll was, but yeah, that's nice. Fake Out plus Return does kill me from here, so I'm going to switch out, which is lovely. I'm going to Sarlacc, Gorgeist. As I Leech Seed, I was very close to rock sliding here. I thought it was a bit obvious, as because the Sandstorm is up, even if he Iga Drains, I live with Terrakion, and I can scare him out here and just click Rock Slide, because that's going to be doing good damage to the Lopunny, and it's not going to be doing great damage to the Drill, but if he goes into the Drill, he sucks from low tech here, which is slightly surprising, but yeah, it is what it is. Because he's gone back out into a Miltank, I can get another sweet switch into my Palpatine, and I'm just going to Z all out pummeling, because he gets a kill unless he goes to the Volcarona, but it puts the Volcarona really low. I'm going to put Thunder Punch because I don't want this thing to stay around anymore, as he goes out into his Lopunny, and I don't want to sack this thing off just yet, because it's still really precious to team defensively, yeah, I can take out, take the return, and here I should have clicked Leech Leap 100%, because he was in range of Leech Leap plus Sand, because we knew he Smooth Rock, but unfortunately I clicked Rock Slide, and I'm now at lower health than I should be. He gets the flinch, that's fine. Go out into my Dig Speed, because this thing picks up a kill, and I know I live any one hit, because we knew he wasn't adamant based off the damage there. He goes into his thing, and basically unless he predicts this and returns, he doesn't 2-hit KO me. Well, no, he just doesn't 2-hit KO me with return, and I can get a free switch into this thing and clean up with Tapu Fini, which is nice. And that is a 5-0 for me. Basically, Tom has a really hard time being my offense, and his way of winning is basically hoping that he can get enough chip damage and then either counter sweep with something like Sand Drill or Volcarona. The manual Sand is pretty cool because I am weak to Drill, and particularly he knew that. He doesn't have a Sand setter on his team, so which is nice. But yeah, I'm Prof Chipboard, and thanks for joining me for this rambling series of games. Uploads will actually kind of be weekly, apart from there won't be, because I'm on holiday for weeks when week 6 is due up. So week 6 and 7 will be bundled together, probably. And week 5 potentially won't be. Ooh, on-time upload. Oh, kind of. Okay, thanks very much for that, guys, and I'll hopefully see you next week.